Hello, children. I welcome you all to this session. Before we enter into the continuation of Ulysses, we'll recollect what happened in the previous session. Okay? Yes. Ulysses complains that he is idle as a king. He does not want to stop his travels. He suffered and experienced pleasure both with others and alone, and both at sea and on the shore. He has been honored everywhere. He also has enjoyed battling at Troy with his fellow warriors. And he thought that it is boring to stop and wither away and be useless in his old age. He believed that when he is alive, there is time for something more. It would be shame to do nothing even for 3 days. He does not want to store himself away. His spirit yearns to attain knowledge and follow it like a sinking star. Let's see the remaining poem here. Children, listen carefully. Meanwhile, I'll ask you questions. Okay? Yes. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and the isle. Well out of me, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow burdens to make mild. Here, these lines introduce the character of his son Telemachus. He declares that he is giving the authority on Ithaca to his son in these lines. He says that he loves his son. Hence, he is ready to give the scepter, the authority to his son. Okay, who does Ulysses entrust his kingdom to in his absence? Think well and try to get answer. Yes, you are correct. Ulysses entrusts his kingdom to his son Telemachus in his absence. Right? Okay. Her rugged people and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, descent not to fail. In this stanza, Ulysses describes his son Telemachus' efficiency in ruling. He declares that his son is spotless in character. He describes his character and his ability to administer the savage people, and he hopes he can set them right through his patience. He suggests his son to utilize them for the good. He also opines that his son will not step back for any good work. In offices of tenderness and pay, meet adoration to my household gods when I am gone. He works his work, I mine. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. In these lines, the continuation of character description takes place as well as Ulysses gets ready to start his journey. He opines his son will adore the household gods. In the end of his parting with Ithaca, he says that now he has his duty and his son has the duty of ruling the kingdom in fair manner. After completion of description of his son's character, now his eyes fall on readily set vessels for his journey at port. Okay, he works his work, I mine. How is the work distinguished here? Think well and try to get answer. Yes, Ulysses' work is to go to different places, and Telemachus, his son's work is to rule his kingdom. Am I right? Yes. There gloom the dark broad seas. My mariners souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine and opposed. In this stanza, the place becomes evening when he is at port. There he remembers his old adventure, hunger mates who have died there. Ulysses, after worrying of his stay in Ithaca, he bends on to leave for his journeys. Later, he explains the sun's ability and starts towards the port. After reaching the port, he recollects his passed away mariners who have worked hard, thought, and acted upon his word. He recollects that they are with him in not only good times but also in bad times. He affirms that the mariners with him faced hardships as free and self reliant men. They have never turned back in the adventurous world. Okay, what do thunder and sunshine refer to? Yes, thunder and sunshine refer to the easy and difficult situation they met when they travel. Am I right? Yes. Okay. What do we infer about the attitude of the sailors? Think well and try to get answer. Yes, sailors are ready to accept any situation on the way and they have positive attitude. Isn't it? Okay. Free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something near the end. Some work of noble note may yet be done. In these lines, he comes to sense that he is old now. Not only that, but also he says that the mariners also have come to old age. But this does not give despair to him because he is in opinion that every age has its work together with the honor. Ulysses opines that death is end to all. One cannot escape it. One has to live life, and at the end, he is to face it and will be observed into it. But before the death engulfs him, he wants to do something great which can outweigh his previous achievements. He wants to achieve before his death, not unbecoming men that strive with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. The long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep mourns round with many voices. Come, my friends. In this stanza, Ulysses remembers that they have fought with gods in Trojan War. Actually, in this war, gods occasionally took turns and fight on sides of either Trojans or Greeks. Such achievement is being aspired before his last breath. That's why he starts his journey to gain the intended success. He says to his mariners not to forget that they are fought with the gods and they are the same persons who are now going for an adventure. He says that lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. That means it is getting night and stars are coming out. It is time they started their journey. He also says the moon is appearing. Thus, through these lines, he inculcates confidence among his old warriors to get them ready for fresh knowledge and adventure. It is not too late to seek a newer world. Push off and sitting well in order's might. The sounding furrows for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths. In these lines, Ulysses engulfs in praising his old warriors and infuses a new spirit, saying, "It is not too late to get to a newer world." He encourages them to go fast by slashing the waters with their oars. He quotes the destiny and shows the target to be achieved through their journey to his journey mates. He inspires them to reach the beyond of sunset or maybe another world. He refers baths which are in the view of Ulysses, where stars sink when they are set. Okay, what was Ulysses' purpose in life? Yes, Ulysses' purpose in life was to travel to unknown lands which might lay far away from him, isn't it? Okay, how long would his venture last? Yes, his venture would last till his death, isn't it? Okay. Of all the western stars until I die, it may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Hercules whom we knew. In this stanza, Ulysses begins to think the outcome of journey in two ways. In his words to the mariners, it is clear that he has a destination. He says the whirlpools in seas may devour them. Another way is that they may reach happy isles which can be assumed as heaven. There he has ambition to meet his co-warrior in the war of Trojan. The warrior he wants to meet is Achilles. All warriors who are presently sailing knew Achilles very well. Later, he comes to think of the age and says that the most of the life is over. There is a bit remaining part. Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which in olden days moved earth and heaven, that which we are one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive to find and not to yield. In the last stanza, Ulysses, in its previous words, can help in conclusion that he has a destiny and he is towards it. At the same time, he agrees that now they are not strong. They have their old age with feeble bodies. That means they have weak bodies. Once they had shaken the heaven and earth and fought against the will of gods in the wars. But now they have no strength as earlier. He resumes his flashback that the warriors fought as a single heartbeat and never turned back. Later, he agrees that they are as they are, and time and fate has taken their strength and vigor. But still, they are strong in their will, even though they are not as strong as earlier physically. He affirms that They are to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Okay, though made weak by time and fate, the hearts are heroic. Can you explain this line? Yes, Ulysses and the sailors may be weak due to the age and their fate, but they all have a very strong will, isn't it? Okay, let's see few glossaries from the poem. Telemachus, son of Ulysses, smite, strike, furrow, mark made in the water by the ship, baths, outer ocean or river that the Greeks believed to surrounded the flat earth. Happy Isles, a fortunate island situated in the Atlantic Ocean, popularly known as Greek paradise. Hercules, the greatest of Greek warriors, as an infant his mother dipped into the river Styx, which made him invulnerable everywhere but the feet by which she held him. Let's see a few key points for better understanding. Ulysses does not want to end his life as an idle king. He is filled with an unquenchable thirst for travel. He wishes to live his life to the fullest. In his opinion, to rest is to rust. He wants to shine in use rather than being rusted. According to him, life is not merely breathing. Ulysses hands over his scepter and kingdom to his son Telemachus. He wants his son to fulfill his duties towards his subjects with care and prudence. Ulysses summons his sailors to gather at the port. He praises his companions. Though they may have grown old and weak, their spirit is young and undaunted. His call is an inspiration for all those who seek true knowledge and experience. Okay, children, up to this, the poem gets over. Watch this video and the previous video of Unit 4 poem Ulysses once or twice for better understanding. Okay, thank you.